Now, I am all about building wealth and making my money grow and work for me, even when I'm not. Which is why today I am talking about the 3 ways that investors make money in the stock market. I think most people are aware of just one way to make money in the stock market: buying low, selling high. However, if you are a beginner investor and you want to make sure that you are taking advantage of the 3 ways that you can make money in the stock market, then definitely stick around because we are going to get into it. So my name is Sabrina Raynique, and on this channel we live a life that we love while planning for a life that we want, all through personal finance, travel, and lifestyle. So if you like videos like this, please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to like. And let's get into the video. The first way that you can make money in the stock market as an investor is buying low and selling high. So when you are buying a stock, you are basically buying a small fraction of a larger company. And as the value of the overall company increases, so does the value of the small piece of stock that you own. And stock prices can increase for a multitude of reasons, but basically it's supply and demand. If more people are interested in buying a stock, the demand just skyrockets and supply decreases. And ultimately, the value of the stock will increase as well because so many people want it. But on the other hand, if a lot of people want to sell their stock and there is lots of supply with no demand or no one wanting to buy the stock, then the value of that stock will decrease. So to really make money in the stock market, you're going to want to buy a stock when the value is low, but over time you do expect that the value of the stock will increase. When you sell the stock once the value has increased, you are essentially profiting the difference. So for example, if you buy a stock at $20 and next month the stock is worth $25 and you decide to sell the stock, then you profit $5. And I know this sounds super simple, but it can be a little tricky just because the market, fluctuates based off of various things at any given time. No one can predict the movement of the market. If you are a beginner investor and you're interested in investing in the stock market, I definitely suggest index funds, ETFs, or mutual funds. And I also suggest that you check out my video about 7 different investments that every beginner investor should know. So the next way that you can make money in the stock market is with dividends. And dividends are a cash payment that companies will pay to investors, typically on a quarterly basis. So essentially, as an investor, you buy shares of a company and that company will say, "Thanks so much for investing in our company. Here's some cash that we are giving you," to basically say thank you for investing in us. And companies that pay dividends are typically more established and stable companies. Each company will decide whether they are going to pay dividends or not. Every company does not pay dividends, so you will have to do your research to determine which companies are actually paying dividends before investing. They also decide how much they want their dividends to be as well. Some company dividends are higher than others, so that's another thing you do want to research when you are investing for dividends. Companies can also decide to just stop and cease paying dividends whenever they want. So that is another thing that you do need to look out for. However, if you choose to focus on dividends while you are investing in the stock market, it can be a very substantial income. And there are people who actually live off of dividends. So not only are their shares increasing in value, but they're also getting paid dividends from those companies. If you want to learn more about dividends and just other streams of income, definitely check out my video about the 7 millionaire income streams, which I will leave a card for in this video and also put in the description below. Another thing I do want to mention is that you actually don't have to take your cash dividends. And what I mean by that is some of my investments do provide dividends. However, I choose to reinvest those dividends to buy more stocks. And with that, it's just an automatic reinvestment, so I'm able to buy more stocks that are hopefully going to increase in value. And the last way that investors can make money in the stock market is with derivative contracts. And with a derivative contract, instead of buying the actual asset or the actual stock itself, investors are actually profiting from a contract where the stock is the underlying asset. So if you think of options, for example, with an option, you're not buying a stock right out. Instead, you're buying a contract, which is essentially an agreement between two parties that allows you to buy or sell a stock at a specific price and date in the future. So with these derivative contracts, investors are making money on the contract but not the stock itself. Depending on the type of derivative contract that the investor is utilizing, they'll be able to make a profit from either buying the stock or selling their contract. And this type of trading definitely can be considered a bit more tricky and for the sophisticated investors, so it's advised that you don't get into this type of trading unless you are confident and that you know what you're doing. However, with this type of trading, you can 100% make a lot of money, but on the other side, you can also lose a lot as well. So please let me know in the comments below, what's your favorite way to make money in the stock market? Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all next week.